Anyways, this is gonna be a psychology video. It's mainly gonna talk about what I think it's important for trading. I would say that trading is very mental, but most of the time it's psychology. One of the biggest things that changed for like the way I trade is mainly talking into a camera or like writing down, journaling my losses, my wins, or any little thing that I've changed in my life. I started waking up earlier, started changing more stuff in my life that has been making me do better in trading. That's something I struggle with, but those are little wins that I've been doing. It might not be like much, but to me they're pretty helpful. Change my trading, not as in that's gonna change the whole trajectory of your trading career, but those little things like eating healthier, waking up earlier, just implementing that more into my life, because I also wanted to talk about what trading is and what trading is to me. To me, at first, it was just a way of making money and getting into quick gambles, basically. I thought I could make the most out of it, like in a month or in a week, and then just stop trading. But trading has so far taught me a lot of lessons, which I want to talk a little bit more about, as in like risk management and stuff like that. That kind of majority of the time is just being psychological. It's like all psychology, and if your mind is healthy and it's open to many things, I believe that it can help you in a lot of ways. It has a lot for me. Why trading? Why should you use trading or anything you do? If anybody watches this video and does anything outside of just other online businesses or even just work, because I worked a 9 to 5, and then it's kind of weird to make money online, to make a big amount of money, and then just going to work for like $120 a day. It really messes with your mind and your psychology, and that's why I wanted to make this video. Psychology is almost 90% of trading. And why trading? What is trading for me? For me, the main thing that trading was for me after I started becoming more profitable, it was a way of giving my time back. It was starting to snow. It was a way of giving me my time back, the time that I couldn't be with my parents or my siblings because I had to go to work. Trading really gave me that. It gave me a lot of easy steps. Like, I didn't have to worry about that I couldn't pay for food or anything. Like, the financial freedom and the time freedom was my biggest thing of why trading changed for me. At first, it was to make the most amount of money, and then you could start like that, and you would want to kind of project that. But the most important things about trading is that you're able to do a living without negotiating your time. Trading, you only trade like for 1 to 2 hours, and you're basically done for the day, unless you trade differently. But for me, the way I trade, I'm a day trader. I trade probably less than 15 minutes a day. And then, depending on what you trade or whatever, it's all different. But the main points where I want to take is that trading really changed my life and like the way I think about things. I never thought I could fit in a job. I was always late, and I still am. Sometimes I have small jobs where I work once a week or something, but I just feel like I don't know, it's not that I don't deserve, I just feel like I don't fit in like anybody else telling me what to do. I guess that's the freedom that I got from trading. Psychology, or like the reason why I trade, and the reason why I think most people should trade, is that trading really gave me, I like the financial freedom, I like the freedom of doing whatever I want and being my own boss. Wherever time I wanted to trade, I could literally make money at any time, but also like anywhere. I could be on vacation and make money. That was one of my biggest things. I know trading sounds like this big, cool thing that you could always get into and make a couple bank, But trading, it's not really like that. You're gonna get punished if you don't learn. Some people think it's really easy about just gambling, but you could get lucky. You could get some fair dubs, but your losses will be way bigger if you don't really learn anything. Especially with trading, it shows you a lot of lessons, and sometimes what you project in your life could kind of be the reflection of your losses. Like in a day, if you're really indisciplined and you don't know how to do most things in trading, almost like it's in life. If you don't take care of your body, take care of like what you do, what you eat, that your older self will be proud of, like stuff like that. Like it doesn't really apply to it, but in my mind it does. Your strategy should be like the easiest part of trading, mainly because you just follow some rules. Either you get the dub, or you don't. If you still follow your rules, it's still a percentage of a win rate. I have like a 70% win rate, but that doesn't mean I win every trade. I just have a good win rate. That doesn't mean I'm gonna win everything. I'm gonna, of course, lose way more than I should sometimes, just because I'm still human. That's something you cannot really get over, you know? You're always gonna mess up. That's why discipline comes in. It should be in your life before you start trading, or you should start working on it, because I have no discipline. Right? Discipline is one of the biggest things I struggle with, but the more I implement it into my life, and whatever little thing I want to do, I start seeing improvements real fast. And yeah, there is no shortcuts to anything you want in life. Like almost anything. Like you have to do countless hours in the charts, or like whatever you do. If you go to the gym, you have to do countless hours in the gym for you to see results, or even years. Also, like in trading, it takes a while. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You will never get rich like the first month or the first 3 months just because you learn so much and this and that. You have to really implement that, overloaded with information. Some people get obsessed with the fact that they're learning, and that's a good thing also, but if you don't really implement it, you're really not just doing nothing. I also wanted to talk about how God could really change everything. I don't know if some people are Christians or religious. If they're not, I just want you to kind of hear what I have to say. You don't have to be religious, and I don't want to put something to you that you have to do where you don't feel like you have to, you know? It's not something you're forced to do. It's something that you choose to do, you know? Well, for me, God, I've always been in church and everything, but I feel like I denied him a lot. Like, I know that if I put God first, everything else will follow. But most of my journey of being an entrepreneur and learning, trying to be an entrepreneur, I put God to the side. Even though I am a big Christian and I go to church almost every time I can, I would say I'm pretty deep into Christianity, but I've always had that problem of I could do it. I don't really have to wait for God, you know, like I have to do it myself. That's where a lot of things fail in my life, because I didn't put God first. And I feel like if you don't believe in God or anything, you should at least be thankful that you're still breathing, even if if you don't know, if you don't believe in him, you should at least be grateful that you are learning anything in life. You're failing. Even the failures in life are a blessing, just because you're blessed enough to be able to fail in life. I feel like the journey and the come up is beautiful, just because you never know the outcome. You never know if you made it until after you reflect on it. It's kind of weird to explain if you've never been there, but in my opinion, it is a blessing to be alive. And I thank God for everything. I thank God for everybody who's watching this video. I hope like you at least thought about God, right? If you've never known what God is, he would just have you're in his timing, just his timing is different. But if you ever want to look for God, I would just recommend to pray to him. Even if you don't know what to say, you should at least be thankful. Tell him that you're thankful. To me, God in my life has really changed the way I think about everything. And I feel like these couple years, like this year, mainly like half last year, I've implemented God more into my life where things started working, just clicked. Mainly, I could be egotistical and say that it was because I was trying and failing in there, and I kept going. But it was mainly God. If it wasn't for Him, I would have never felt, would have never won. You know. So I feel like if you have the chance to thank Him, maybe I don't know your situation, but you should always put God in your life, even if you don't know what to tell Him. You should always be thankful in any type of way. And if you don't believe in God, I hope you find something. Hope you find something that pushes you to be greater. This life is kind of for us to take what's ours. And if you procrastinate and don't take action, well, you'll just be a spectator like everybody else. I believe that whatever you put your mind into works. If you put more raw action than thought into anything, it works. I am afraid to be talking in camera. The more I do it, I believe I could do greater things with my platforms. I may not be big right now, but I just want to be able to help people in trading and like any type of psychology. I don't know, I'm not a professional in any of these, but God has a way to talk to its people. And I wanted to also say trading is not something you should take lightly, or any online business. I think you should go to 100% on it. So yeah, I just decided to make this video just to talk more about psychology and what I think about it. And trading, it's a pretty hard skill, but once you master it, nobody can stop you. You just have to put God in your life and keep going. Even if you take some losses, like this week, I opened like 3 evals and I lost all of them. That's like $1,000 there. And then I lost like 8,000 on my live account in 1 week. But God is great and God is keeping us blessed. I made over 40 grand just trading 2 days. I think I made 10 and 20 and then another 8, so around there. And then on an eval I passed it and I gotta pay out 1,000 something. So God is great. God perseveres. God helps us. And I hope you take something out of this video, even if it's small, even if you didn't listen through all of it or you don't believe in God. Just want you to persevere and learn and take this skill to another level. Well, this concludes today's video. It's a psychology video. I want to talk about some things that I think, what I did this week, what I lost this week, what I made this week, and yeah, what trading kind of is, the raw reality of trading, which is hard, but it's possible. Anything's possible. I'll see y'all. Bye.